Welcome, everybody, back to day 2 of the 4A State Baseball Championship here at Dean Evans Stadium here in Salina, Kansas. Judd McCormick here with you with Backroads Broadcasting. Thank everybody for being here for day 2. We got a long day of action. We'll have 2 games on the docket for Rock Creek. We'll find out after game 1 whether they will be playing in the state championship or in the consolation game. But we'll also have game 2 will be broadcast on our YouTube and Facebook channel. That will be the Pratt Greenbacks hosting, or actually they're the 3 seed taking on the number 2 Abilene Cowboys. So we will have that going for you too. But we're going to get started here with the pregame show before we get into full team announcements and the national anthem. This pregame show is going to be brought to you by Rampage Academy. Rampage Academy is a proud sponsor of the Rock Creek Mustangs. Rampage Academy is devoted to the mission of providing all-in-one services to both athletes and adults. From strength training, ability, and quickness courses, mental fortitude courses, nutrition education, and position-specific clinics for athletes, all located in the St. George, Kansas area. Whether you want to be in the best shape of your life or become the best at your sport, be sure to check out our academy at www.rampageacademy.com today. Go Mustangs! So once again, we are here back at the Kansas State High School Activities Association's State Baseball Championship. This spring championship signals the end of another school year, but it doesn't call for an end to good sportsmanship. Good sportsmanship is just as important after the school year has ended because it means valuable lessons have been learned while watching or participating in interscholastic athletics. Public service message from Kansas State High School Activities Association and Backroads Broadcasting. Speaking of sportsmanship, we saw a lot of good sportsmanship yesterday and some lackluster ones. There were some heated competitions. It was an exciting day here at Dean Evans Stadium. All 4 games were pretty exciting. But let's start right here with what we saw in Game 1 yesterday. The number 1 seeded Rock Creek Mustangs took on the 8 seeded Tonganoxie Chieftains. Chieftains jumped out to a 3-0 lead early on. Mustangs fought back and ended up getting the win 5-3 with solid pitching from Devin Vendeska and Brock Lubers. But Hunter Procish at the bottom of the order was basically jump-starting the Mustang offense and got them going and got the offense going into day 2. Speaking of that, game 2 on the docket was the 4-seed Lewisburg Wildcats versus the 5-seed Paola Panthers. I can tell you as an outsider watching this game, it was clear these 2 teams did not have a lot of love for each other, had quite the feud on the field. It was a 1-0 game for most of the way before the Panthers put some insurance runs on the board late, and the Wildcats just couldn't overcome the 6 errors that they had in the field. Paola went on to win that by a score of 3-0. That's who the Mustangs will be taking on today. Game 3 was the 2-seeded Abilene Cowboys versus the 7-seeded Rose Hill Rockets. Abilene took an early lead in that one and never really looked back, was in complete control over the Rockets, winning that game 5-1, moving on to day 2, exercising their demons from last year in their first-round loss, much like the Mustangs. Last game of the day was the 3-seeded Pratt Greenbacks versus the 6-seeded Circle Thunderbirds. If you hung around with us on Backroads Broadcasting, you may have seen that action late in the day. 3-seeded Pratt Greenbacks jumped out to what I thought was going to be a blowout, 7 runs in the bottom of the first inning. Looked like they were going to walk away from it and were cruising, but the Thunderbirds tried to fight back. They had 2 absolutely crushed home runs over the left field fence, one smashing and knocking out at least one light on the scoreboard. But they just couldn't quite complete the comeback. Pratt went on to win that 7-3, advancing to today's semifinal action round. And again, we will have the Abilene Pratt Greenback game hosted on our YouTube and Facebook channel, but that will be brought to you by Eastus Media and My Country 98.3. We'll be doing the voice work on that. We worked with those guys yesterday. Had a lot of fun last night in the Abilene Circle game. So moving on, so let's talk about today's game. Rock Creek Mustangs and the Paola Panthers. Paola Panthers, for the 4th year in a row, are into the semifinal round. Hopefully history is on the Mustangs side again this year. Paola is 0 for 3 in this particular game. But they're looking to exercise their demons. Move on to the championship game if at all possible. They came into the state tournament with a record of 16-10. They'd had a 7-game losing streak in the middle of the season, but they bounced back at the end of the year to clearly make it through to this state final. And again, took on the Lewisburg Wildcats yesterday. Those 2 towns 8 miles apart, and conference rivals. A lot of rivalry going on there yesterday. But again, the Panthers won that game 3-0. Again, we'll go. Kansas State High School Activities Association is a nonprofit organization supported by more than 700 member schools. KSHA and its member schools promote, develop, and direct interscholastic activities to contribute to a well-rounded and meaningful education experience. The positive value of competition and good sportsmanship for both participants and spectators are continually encouraged. This public service message from the Kansas State High School Activities Association and Backroads Broadcasting. So as we're getting close to getting started here on Game 2, we're going to have the coaches meeting right here. Again, this game's scheduled to start at 11 o'clock. They'll probably do a full introductions of at least the starters, and we'll have a national anthem going. But we are here again at Dean Evans Stadium in Salina, Kansas, built on what used to be the Salina Municipal Airport back in the day. Different conditions today than yesterday. Yesterday it was a little bit warmer. Wind was blowing from right to left, kind of pushing out the left field. Towards the end of the evening, today is a different story. A little bit cooler. The wind is actually blowing in a little bit from left, blowing left to right. So maybe a little bit trickier for the right-handers to push any balls out too deep. Left-handers have an ability to really drive the ball into right field today. Dimensions here at the stadium. You can kind of see it on the screen right there. 385 to straightaway center. 358 in the left power alley. 355 in the right power alley. 328 down the right field line. 338 down the left field line. So big stadium. Lots of foul territory to work with here. Even probably more foul territory between the dugout and the lines than what we see at the Rock. But one big kicker is backstop's about 20 feet closer here than what we see at the Rock. And the fence is about 20 feet further. And here we go with the local PA announcer getting ready to start today's game. While they're doing that, we're going to go ahead and jump into a quick routes of victory. We kind of got to go over them a little bit. For the Mustangs, they want to get on the board early. They kind of got a late start yesterday and want to make sure they can get off to an early start today. They want to keep pitching to the edges, want to make sure that they get Paola chasing things to the outside, and we don't want to give up any big innings to the Panthers. Panthers don't want to chase those pitches. They want to try to get on base any way possible. They're going to want to win one inning at a time. Their offense struggled a little bit yesterday as well against the Wildcats. Most teams running out their ace pitcher, kind of going with the logic that we talked about on air as well as the Pratt Greenbacks talked about. No sense in saving a pitcher for day two. You got to get to day two first. Right now, the Rock Creek Lady Mustang softball team, some of the players entered in. Tough loss last night, 2-1 to Eudora. That game coming in late after a 17-inning marathon between Clearwater and Wamego. So for the Panthers, leading off for them is going to be number 16, their center fielder, Menig, followed by the right fielder, number 13, Koslow. Then batting third is their third baseman, Lothan. Batting fourth is going to be number 7, Logan, the pitcher. Batting fifth is going to be the second baseman, number 1, Curley. Batting sixth is going to be the shortstop, number 4, Troutman. And batting seventh is going to be the catcher, number 11, Barnes. Number 9, Martell, is going to be the designated hitter for the Panthers. He's going to be batting for number 17, the first baseman, Kalk. And then batting last will be number 12, Mercer, the left fielder. For the Mustangs, leading off for the Mustangs and playing third base is going to be number 1, Donovan DeBita, followed by right fielder, number 6, Riker Zeller. Third batter is going to be the catcher, number 9, Drew Becker. Playing center field and batting fourth is going to be number 18, Brandon Craneville. Designated hitter for the Mustangs is going to be number 17, Brock Lubers, followed by Vendeska, McCarn, Martini, and Prokish. And we will get going here with the national anthem. we're scheduled to get started here in just a few minutes with the Rock Creek Mustangs is your home team in the all-whites. Paola Panthers will be the visiting team in the black jerseys and the white pants. Again, just to finish up, Brock Lubers is batting fifth. And is a designated hitter for the Mustangs. Batting sixth is going to play in first base. It's going to be number 13, Dagan Vendeska. Batting seventh, playing second base, going to be number 20, Case McCarn. And then batting eighth, shortstop, number 2, Peter Martini. And batting last and playing left field, number 7, Hunter Prakash. Prakash with a big game yesterday. Coming out of that 9 spot, hit a double that really got the Mustang offense going. But again, we're down to our final 4. Each team has 2 games today. This will be game 1 to try to punch the ticket into the 4A state baseball final. Loser will go on to play in a consolation game later on this afternoon. So starting on the bump for the Mustangs is going to be number 21, Cooper Sieben. Again, he's going to be throwing to Becker, the catcher. Medeska 1, McCarn 2nd. Martini short. To beat at 3rd, left to right's going to be Prakash, Cranebill, and Zeller. So again, Mustang fans, if you're listening in, tough game last night for the Rock Creek Girl Mustang. Congratulations to them, though, on an excellent season, making it to state for at least the 4th year in a row. 3rd trip with 4A, 3A prior to that. Tough game last night against Eudora. I think they had about a 4-hour delay as the marathon game of Clearwater and Wamego was going. That ended up in a 2-1 win for Wamego, I believe, in the 17th inning. So 2 extra inning games in 4A softball yesterday. 1 went 8, 1 went 17. Needless to say, they had a hard time staying on track over there today. Will be a different story maybe, but we're getting ready to get all set here with the leadoff batter for the Panthers. Center fielder number 16, Xander Meinig. And that first pitch is going to be fouled off and out of play to the right side. Both teams got the first game jitters out of the way yesterday. Second day baseballs. Bonus baseball and icing on the cake for both teams. Of course, everybody wants to try to get it to the championship and win it. But most are just excited to get to day 2. Mustangs in their 10th state appearance in the last 11 years. Trying to get back to the state final for the first time in 3 years. That one fouled back. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Meinig, the leadoff hitter for the Panthers. That ball fouled to the left side. May have some Lewisburg Wildcat fans tuning in to us today. Welcome along if you are listening in. After the game yesterday between Lewisburg and Paola, they immediately became Rock Creek fans. That's how much love those 2 teams had for each other. 2 balls, 2 strikes here in the top of the first inning. It's going to be a line drive. That's going to get through the 5-hole out to left field for a single. That'll bring up right fielder number 13, Blake Koslow. So Mustangs yesterday got off to a little bit of a slow start against Tonganoxie. They had a late scratch with their starting pitcher, had to do a replacement. He came in and pitched a very good game, but Mustangs got to him late. Went on to win that game 5-3. Cooper Sieben pitching out of the stretch for the Mustangs. That's going to be a ground ball. That's a tailor-made double play right there. Can they get it turned? They got one, but did not have enough time to get the second one turned. A little bit too slow of a roller out there to Martini, but got the lead runner. That'll bring up third baseman for the Panthers, number 3, Hunter Lothan. That ball's in the dirt. Becker up with it quickly, but not in time. Could be a stolen base for Koslow. That pitch was a ball in a, let's call it dirt, even though it's all turf here at Dean Evans Stadium. That's going to be a line drive to the gap. That's going to score the run from second base. That's going to roll all the way out to the fence. Lothan's chugging for 2. He's looking up, and he's going to hold there with the line drive double to the right center field. That'll bring up Jasper Logan, number 7 for the Panthers. Full house up here in the press box at Dean Evans Stadium. That's going to be a ball driven out to right field. Zeller looks like he has a beat on it. He's going to make the catch, but that's going to be deep enough to allow Lothan to move from second to third on the tag. Two outs now for the Mustangs here in the top of the first. Second baseman Jace Curley going to be up to bat for the Panthers. Again, thank you again for joining us here on Back Rows Broadcast. I'm Judd McCormick flying solo today. Nice pitch right on the outside edge by Sieben. Breaking ball, got in there just barely for a strike. Kind of a delayed call there. Wondered there for a second whether he's going to get it. No balls, 2 strikes to Curley. Caught the outside edge. Look at strike 3. Panthers put up 1 on the board on 2 hits. Mustangs will be coming up in the bottom half of the first inning. We'll be right back here after a message from our sponsors.
This break in action is brought to you by Faith Furniture. Serving Manhattan and the surrounding area since 1952, Faith Furniture takes pride in the value, selection, knowledge, and family experience they share with all of their customers. If you're looking for a full arrangement of quality name brand furniture for your living room, dining room, bedroom, or office, Faith Furniture has what you're looking for. With a full lineup of furniture and mattresses in stock for pickup or delivery, stop by today and save at Faith Furniture, located at 302 East Points Avenue in Manhattan, Kansas. See them this weekend for their big Memorial Day sale. When it comes to buying new furniture, you've got to have faith.
Thank you, Cody, for doing that. Try to save my voice just a little bit here. Going in the bottom of the first inning, Panthers jumping out to a 1-0 lead. At the top of it, we're going to have Donovan DeBita leading off for the Mustangs, followed by Zeller, Becker, and Craneville. Talked about it. Mustangs need to get off to a quicker start today. They did yesterday. Don't want to let the game get too far out of hand. Panthers trying to make a trip to the state championship game for the first time in 4 years, last 4 years. Mustangs trying to get back to it. So down to 4 really, really good teams today. Pretty excited about today's action. Again, coming up after this game is going to be the number 2 Abilene Cowboys taking on the number 3 Pratt Greenbacks. Watched both of those games yesterday. Both very, very good teams. Be exciting to see how baseball works out the rest of the day. I think the cream rose to the top in 4A baseball this year, really, when it comes to the state playoffs and all year long. So, Back Rows Broadcasting, excited to be here. Thank you for joining us. So Logan will be pitcher on the mound. Barnes will be his catcher. Calc at first, Curley at second, Troutman short, Lothan third. Left to right, it's going to be Mercer, Meinig, and Koslow in the field for the Panthers. DeBeat all set to take the first pitch. And he's going to see a strike. The ball fouled back. A lot of action going around the state today. Got some state baseball, state softball, state track and field happening down in Wichita. Thank those folks for listening in from all over the state. That's going to be a grounder back up the middle. That's going to be a tough play over there from the shortstop. It's going to be Troutman, but he couldn't quite get the throw over in time, but excellent range there by the shortstop, Troutman, to get that ball probably 6 feet to the right side of second base, but to beat it with enough speed to beat it out for the infield single. That'll bring up right fielder, number 6, Riker Zeller. Squaring up the bunt. Had a hit and run going. Zeller fouled that off to the left side. DeBeat liked what he saw, took off on the pitch. Believe that was called hit and run. Zeller just missed putting it in play. Showed bunt, pulled back in time. Again, folks, if we happen to lose our coverage in the middle of the game, just be known that there's kids standing right next to our antenna out front, not paying attention. I went ahead and pointed out to them. They now know. Avoid it. Zeller squaring up. Thrower to first base to beat it back in plenty of time. Left fielder playing in 3 steps. Middle infield a double play depth. He's going to get the bunt down right to the third baseman, Lothan, who's going to have no problem throwing over to first base, get the out. But the sacrifice bunt worked, moving DeBeat over to second base. That'll bring up catcher number 9, Drew Becker. DeBeat is now your runner at second base. 1 out here for the Mustangs in the bottom of the first. Good job by Zeller there, putting down the sack bunt. Mustangs will struggle with that at times during the year, getting the bunt down. Executed perfectly on that particular play. Lothan made a really good play coming in strong for the Panthers. Becker, much like yesterday, first at bat, hit by pitch. I believe that's the 3rd hit by pitch on Becker in the playoffs so far. So that'll put a runner at first and second. Brandon Craneville, center fielder for the Mustangs, coming up to bat. Looks like Palmer Martini is going to come in as a courtesy runner for Becker. Craneville stepping into the box. Martini, your runner at first. DeBeat at second. 1 out here for the Mustangs. That pitch just inside on Craneville. Craneville was nursing a little bit of a hamstring injury right at the end of the season. Says he's 100%. Lots of speed there. Good speed on the bases for the Mustangs as well. Shot to the gap, could score. Definitely 1. Depending on how far it rolls, Martini could score from first and a shot to the fence on the right side. 1-1 your count on Craneville. And Craneville's going to take one on the backside. That's going to load the bases. for the freshman, Brock Lubers, who came in yesterday in relief pitching, pitched 4 innings, picked up the win for the Mustangs. We're going to have a quick mound visit here by the team. Kind of talk about what we want going on. With that mound visit, we're going to jump into a public service announcement from Acacia. Student activities play a major role in the education of thousands of young people every year. The Kansas State High School Activities Association and Backroads Broadcasting believe middle and senior high school students deserve a chance to participate free of drug and alcohol influences. We're working to achieve that goal, and we support programs to eliminate drugs from middle and senior high schools so activities can make a difference. The public service announcement is brought to you by Kansas State High School Activities Association and Backroads Broadcasting. Luber stepping into the box. Taking strike 1 on the first pitch. Looked like he really wanted that. Would have been a good pitch to drive out to the right side of the field. Outfield playing about middle. That's going to just squeak through the infield. That's going to score 1. We're going to hold up Martini at third. So Brock Lubers comes through with an RBI single through the right side of the infield. Tie this game up at 1 here in the bottom of the first. Didn't have a lot on it, but just enough to get through to score the run from third. That'll bring up yesterday's starting pitcher, starting at first base today, number 13, Dagan Vendeska. Base is still loaded here for the Mustangs. Just 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Well, that's a hard ground ball, just foul on the left side. Talked about it in the pregame. Mustangs really critical on the routes of victory. Get off to a quick start early. Don't want to play from behind, but want to match whatever the Panthers are doing. Try to win 1 inning at a time here. That pitch just on the outside, 1-1. I want to thank Farmer State Bank being a scoreboard sponsor here for Mustangs Game 2, Day 2. That curveball had no break to it. 2 balls, 1 strike. Good look there from our center field camera. Wind blowing around just a little bit here at Dean Evans Stadium. Again, blowing from left to right. Ball's out to the right side. Going to push. That's going to be a drive out deep center field. Is that going to have the center fielder burnt? Maina going back. He makes the catch. But that's going to be deep enough to score Martini from third and allow Craneville to tag up and advance from second. Great play out there by Meinig. I thought maybe he was burned on that, but he was able to go back on it and make the play, picking up out number 2. But Mendeska getting the job done. RBI, sac fly to center field. Casey McCarn, second baseman, now stepping into the box for the Mustangs here with 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning. Mustangs scratching across 2 so far. Craneville 90 feet away. Luber's on first. That ball a little high. Karn just trying to find something in the outfield green to get Craneville in from third. He's going to foul that one straight back. 1-1's your count to the Mustangs second baseman, Casey McCarn. Again, Jasper Logan's your starting pitcher for the Paola Panthers on the mound. He's sitting at about 18 pitches here in the first inning. Ooh, right on the inside corner, called strike 2. A little bit of a delay there by the umpire. I was thinking to myself that was a pretty tough pitch to take, but ended up being a strike. I don't think that's what The catcher Barnes was expecting him to throw, so just going out there and make sure they got their signals correct. Make sure, knows exactly what Logan wants to throw here to McCarn to try to pick up this third strike. That ball a little high outside. Logan Jasper for Paola, just a junior. Again, tough that breaking ball. Delayed steal there by Lubers. He's going to make it over. Kind of caught the Panthers napping there just a little bit. Now have two runners in scoring position here with a full count to McCarn. He's seen a lot of full counts yesterday. Just looking for a little bit of contact right here. He's got a big drive out there to right center field. Wind may play a factor, pushing the ball around a little bit. But sitting under it's going to be Koslow. He's going to make the catch out there in right center field. Mustangs pick up 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors. We'll be back here in 60 seconds with the top of the second inning with your Paola Panthers at bat.
This break in action is brought to you by Little Apple Dent Repair. Little Apple Dent Repair is a locally owned small business specializing in paintless dent repair, servicing the Manhattan, Kansas area. With over 40 years of combined experience in paintless dent repair, Little Apple Dent Repair is quick and economical while also being high quality. They don't conceal dents by filling them with plastic and painting over them. They remove dents and dings the right way, even within a single business day. Like that. Paintless dent repair with Little Apple Dent Repair is faster, more affordable, and results in higher quality repair than the traditional methods. Located at 8865 East Highway 24 in Manhattan, Kansas, or call 785-410-9665. This break in the action is also brought to you by Fox Home Innovations, LLC. Fox Home Innovations, LLC is your premier design, build, remodel, and construction company. Located in Manhattan, Kansas, their dedicated team is committed to delivering the highest quality work and customer service, ensuring your vision comes to life. Fox Home Innovations' 8-step design build process, along with unparalleled communication and meticulous project planning, will transform your dream design into a tangible, breathtaking reality. Contact Fox Home Innovations today at foxhomeinnovations.com or call them at 785-340-5630. Fox Home Innovations, where dreams take shape and spaces become stories.
Had some little extra time there with the ad break as the music was still playing. The umpire trying to get the attention of the local announcer, shut it off. So starting here out in the top of the second inning is going to be leading off for the Panthers shortstop, J.D. Troutman, followed by the catcher Barnes and designated hitter Martell. Going to be a ground ball to Martini at short, up with it. Tough throw, one hop. Menduska had to pull off the base to keep the ball in play. He's going to be safe. Good awareness there by Venduska. Ball gets past him. That's going to roll a long ways. Runners probably end up at third, possibly even coming home unless the right fielder's paying attention and coming over to back up. There's probably a good 80 feet between first base and the fence along the foul lines. First pitch to Roman Barnes, fouled off his leg. That's going to be a little bit of a stinger. Give him a little bit of time to catch that. May have got him square in the foot. He is wearing a shin guard, but clearly that ball did not hit where the shin guard's covering. So Panthers with the runner at first base. Down 2-1 here in the top of the second inning. Just getting started here on day 2 of the 4A State Baseball Championship. That's going to be a drive out to the gap. Zeller's on it. Zeller's going to make the catch. He's got a chance for a double play here at first base. Troutman's trying to get back, but he does not make it. He was taken off on a hit and run or a straight steal, did not pick up the ball. Barnes hits it out to right field. Zeller with awareness makes the catch, gets it back into first base, doubling off Troutman. major turn of events there for the Mustangs. So now 2 outs here for the Mustangs in the top of the second. Designated hitter Johnson Martell in for the Panthers. Fouled that off to the left side. Folks, if you're new to Backroads Broadcasting, stay with us. Top of the second inning here. We will get to a Bandit Brain Teaser for a little bit of fun. That ball just missing on the outside edge. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Martell. Looked like a swing and a miss, but must have caught just a little bit of the ball. It's going to be a foul ball. Count remains 1-2 to the designated hitter for the Panthers. That's going to be a ground ball to Martini. Up with it easy. The throw over to Vendeska. That's going to be out number 3. All right, so let's get to the shortstop Bandit Brain Teaser. Shortstop, no matter where you're going, how far you got to go, you always got time for a shortstop. What is the record for the most consecutive appearances in the Kansas State baseball tournament? Is it A, 12, B, 14, C, 16, D, 18? We talked about it earlier, Mustangs making a trip 10 of the last 11 years. But who has had the most consecutive state baseball trips to the state tournament? That's all classifications, folks, not just 4A. We'll be back in the top of the next inning with the answer. Also going to be brought to you by
Faith Furniture. Faith Furniture is serving Manhattan and the surrounding area since 1952. Faith Furniture takes pride in the value, selection, knowledge, and family experience they share with all of their customers. If you're looking for a full arrangement of quality name brand furniture for your living room, dining room, bedroom, or office, Faith Furniture has what you're looking for. With a full lineup of furniture and mattresses in stock for pickup or delivery, stop by today and save at Faith Furniture, located at 302 East Points Avenue in Manhattan, Kansas. See them this weekend for their big Memorial Day sale. When it comes to buying new furniture, you've got to have faith.
So we're back here in the bottom of the second inning. Mustangs 2-1 lead. Leading off for the Mustangs going to be the shortstop Peter Martini, followed by left fielder Procish, and then they'll roll it back up to the top of the order with Donovan DeBita. Jasper Logan, the junior, back on the mound for the Panthers. That's going to be a line drive right back up the middle for Martini. Bottom of the Mustang order, keeping their ball rolling for day 2. They were the saving grace of the offense yesterday. They're showing up again today. That'll bring up left fielder for the Mustangs, Hunter Procish. Really got the ball rolling for the Mustangs yesterday with a leadoff double in the third inning. Looking to come through right here. Again, wind blowing left to right. Ball's pushed out to the right side, can carry well today. Procish squares the bunt, pulls back for a ball. Head coach Shane Sieben on the left side of the field, calling the shot. Procish again squaring up the bunt, pulling it back for ball 2. Jasper Logan at 25 pitches. Oh, never mind, it was a strike. Got somebody here correcting me. It's good to have friends. I can't wait to get one. 1-1's your count now to Procish. Again, showing bunt. Lothan, the third baseman for the Panthers, sneaking all the way in, was only about 20 feet away on that pitch. Would have been a great opportunity for Procish to pull back, just try to slap one right at him. Again, Lothan in on the infield grass. Martini is on the move. He's going to be in there for steal. Pitch was a strike, but Martini is down to second base with a stolen base. Prokich now with 2 strikes and a runner in scoring positions, able to swing away, see if he can drive in Martini from second. Fouling that off, just staying alive. So again, for the Mustangs, Cooper Sieben on the bump today. Dagan Vendeska and Brock Lubers, neither one will be available today. Both pitching yesterday, going over the 30-pitch minimum they could do. And swing and miss there, strike 3 on Prokich. That's your first out of the inning. That'll roll it back to the start, top of the lineup to Donovan DeBita. DeBita with the hard ground ball right back up the middle in his first at bat. That pitch in the dirt. Good job there by Barnes, keeping that ball in front, keeping Martini sitting at second base. Two balls, no strikes. Oh, thank you, Lenny. I do have a friend out there. A ball driven off to the right side, out of play. 2 balls, 1 strike now to DeBita, the batter. I missed the memo about going platinum blonde for the state tournament. Looks like teams from all over the area decided to do that. My age, I've decided to skip the blonde and go straight to white. That's a drive out to left field. That's deep. Mercer going to make, oh, he dropped it. He ended up dropping the ball. I thought he made the play, but the ball comes out. Good heads-up running there by DeBita. It didn't stop on the play. He kept going. They're going to try to say it was on the exchange. Only matters for the runner at second. Martini was already tagged up. He thought it was caught, so he didn't leave until he thought the ball was caught. We're going to have a meeting of the minds here on the bump. We'll see what ends up being called. I think it's going to be hard to tell from this angle whether it was on the exchange. It originally looked like a catch. In the process of spinning, the ball was down on the ground, but the back was to all the umpires at the time. So we'll see what they actually come up with. I don't think anybody had a clear view of whether or not it was on the exchange or not. Again, it's only going to matter for the runner at second. Martini was already tagged up. He thought that there had been a catch, and he was running hard from second already. So we'll see if DeBita ends up with a runner on second base or not. So a long discussion here by the umpires. We all have opinions here in the press box about what's going to happen, but ultimately we'll see what the 3 on the field say. We probably actually had the best view in here from the press box on the monitor, but we don't have instant replay at the high school level, and we're not going to freely give up information. So, yeah, big discussion here. I think ultimately what's going to end up happening is I think they'll end up calling it a catch and a drop on the exchange. Runner tagged at second is going to be allowed to score. DeBita will probably be out. Well, we're going to go to Paola's coach first to give an explanation. That kind of tells me that maybe they're going to say it was a drop ball first. Head coach for Paola, Tony Brummer, out there trying to get a word, but my guess is based off the fact they're talking to him and not Coach Sieben that they're probably going to call that a drop ball. Still waiting for the official call, but so that's what it's going to end up being. So we're going to call that an error. We're going to call it a hit. Correction by the local official score. Good enough for me. So DeBita's going to end up on second with a double to left center field. That's going to score another run for the Mustangs. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. That breaking ball in there for a strike. Like I said, got a press box full of media helping each other out any way we can. Thanks for the save over there. Another good breaking ball on the outside edge. Strike 2. Riker Zeller with a sac fly in his first at bat. Or actually a sac bunt. One ball, 2 strikes. Zeller stepping back into the box in protect mode here for the Mustangs. That's going to be a chopper to the right side. Kind of caught in between. What a play. Amazing play by Jasper Logan right there. He was coming off the mound hard. It was a tweener between first baseman Kalk and Logan. Logan took the initiative. He ran all the way over in one motion, dives, hits the ball, tags first base. What a great play. That'll move to beat over to third base, but impressive play there by Jasper Logan for the Panthers. Basically stealing an out from the Mustangs. Zeller was going to have that beat out there until just the last second. To beat your runner 90 feet away. Breaking ball on the outside, just missing. That ball just foul on the right side. One ball, 2 strikes to the catcher, Drew Becker, who picked up his 3rd hit by pitch and his first at bat on the tournament. Logan didn't want to give him another hit by pitch, going a little bit outside on that. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the second. Deuces Wild on the scoreboard. Ball outside, full count. Becker yesterday 2 hit by pitches and a walk. Walk's as good of a hit right here. That ball out to center field. Looks like Meinig is set underneath of it. He's going to make the catch. So Mustangs put another one on the board. That's going to bring us middle of the second. We're going to have that brought to you by
AP Graphics. AP Graphics, finding the right teammate is critically important for your business. Those teammates take a load off your plate and make you and your business look that much better. One of those teammates is AP Graphics, formerly known as Advanced Promotions, the best screen printing and embroidery around. Polos, tees, uniforms, hats, and that's just the beginning. AP Graphics is that clutch teammate for so many reasons. Ask AP Graphics about hosting an online store for your team or business. AP Graphics, formerly known Advanced Promotions, online at shopap.net or call 494-8282. AP Graphics. This is also going to be brought to you by Stonework Signs. If I can get my... Stonework Signs is an American-owned company providing quality engraved stone signs, posts, memorials, and stone decor for your home or commercial location. With native Kansas limestone combined with fade-resistant, long-lasting monument-grade paints, your Stonework sign will look as good as the day you got it for many years to come. See Stonework Signs' large collection of readily available and affordable decorative stones and custom engraved stones handcrafted in the USA. Visit their website at stoneworksigns.com. That's STONEWORX signs.com or call 785-587-0010.
So again, here with Backroads Broadcasting, Judd McCormick coming to you from Dean Evans Stadium in Salina, Kansas, hosting the 4A State Boys Baseball Championship. We're here in Game 1, Day 2 semifinal. Winner goes on to the championship game. Loser will move on to the consolation. Mustangs currently with a 3-1 lead. Moving into the top of the third inning. Leading off for the Panthers going to be a left fielder, number 12, David Mercer. Ground ball over to DeVito. Quick hop up with it. Over to first for the out. Good job by DeVito there. Choosing not to sit back and taking the big hop, but coming in and cutting it off. Long throw over there from third base. That's going to roll it around back to the top of the lineup for the Panthers. And number 16, Xander Meinig, out there in center field, making some great plays so far today. It's going to be a strike. That pitch pretty close. Not quite getting it, ball one. Meinig with a live drive out to left center field in his last at bat. Going to look at strike two right there. Cooper Siemens sitting at about 26 pitches here through the start of the third. That's going to be a drop third strike. Becker up with it down to Vendeska in time for the out. That's going to bring up the right fielder for the Panthers, number 13, Blake Koslow. Breaking ball, swing and miss. The first strike. Cooper Sieben looking a little more comfortable here in the last couple innings, kind of settling into a groove now. Probably doesn't really have jitters, but Panthers came out hard in the first inning, but Sieben has settled in here in the second and the third. Just missing with that breaking ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Koslow. Maybe tried to overthrow that one just a little bit outside. 2-2. The real Slim Shady did not make the trip, Isaiah. You're stuck with me. Full count. 2 outs here to the right fielder for the Panthers. That's going to be a ground ball. DeVito's going to cut that off on the run, makes the throw over. Good scoop over there by Vendeska, picking up for the third out.
This break in the action is going to be brought to you by Faith Furniture. Faith Furniture, serving Manhattan and the surrounding area since 1952. Faith Furniture takes pride in the value, selection, knowledge, and family experience they share with all of their customers. If you're looking for a full arrangement of quality name brand furniture for your living room, dining room, bedroom, or office, Faith Furniture has what you're looking for. With a full lineup of furniture and mattresses in stock for pickup or delivery, stop by today and save at Faith Furniture, located at 302 East Points Avenue in Manhattan, Kansas. See them this weekend for the big Memorial Day sale. When it comes to buying new furniture, you've got to have faith.
Time for the answer to the shortstop bandit brain teaser here in Mustang Game 2 semifinal matchup. Thank you to shortstop wherever you're going. You always have time for a shortstop. What is the record for the most consecutive appearances in Kansas State baseball history? 12, 14, 16, 18. 18 consecutive appearances by the Wyandotte Bulldogs between 1949 and 1966. They were a mainstay there. Back before there was a lot of different classifications, and even as they started breaking them up between A and B ball before moving to the 6A and 1 through 5A. So Wyandotte Bulldogs, 18 straight years. Due up for the Mustangs could be number 18 center fielder Brandon Craneville, followed by designated hitter number 17 Brock Lubers, then Dagan Vendeska. Curveball over there for a strike. Jasper Logan back on the bump for the Panthers. That one missing just outside, 1-1 your count. Defensive lineup is the same for the Panthers. Two balls, one strike to Craneville. Speedy center fielder for the Mustangs. He's got the ability to leg out infield hits as well. That one just inside corner there, 2-2. Once again, I want to thank Farmer State Bank for sponsoring the scoreboard here in Game 2 for the Mustangs. Craneville reaching out for that one, popping it sky high. Meinig under it for the catch. That'll bring up Brock Lubers. Ground ball, RBI through the right side. First pitch was a ball. Lubers, good pop in the bat. That breaking ball over for a strike. Lubers fighting off that breaking ball. Found it out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lubers calling timeout there in the box. Logan taking a little bit too much time to come to home plate. Good move by there. Lubers stepping out of the box. Oh, that breaking ball just missing Lubers. Getting across there for strike 3. Coming up for the Mustangs, number 13, Dagan Vendeska. Breaking ball working well for Jasper Logan right now. 2 straight pitches. Batter thought it was going to get hit. Cross for a strike. One and one's your count to Vendeska. Sack fly in his first at bat. Another one right there, just missing, but somehow still catches enough of the plate. Mustang's going to have to make an adjustment in the box. Finally on the very, very close 4 times on that breaking ball. That time couldn't get it to break. Vendeska hit by pitch. That'll bring up the second baseman for the Mustangs, Casey McCarn. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. Mustangs still leading 3-1 over the Paola Panthers. Jasper Logan's your pitcher for the Panthers on the mound. McCarn may see a steady dose of breaking balls right here and probably a high fastball. Right now, if you're McCarn, I think you got to be sitting on the breaking ball. Just try to foul off any other pitch right now, but it's going to look like a breaking ball coming right at his elbow. And he watches a fastball right down the middle. Strike 3 on McCarn. That'll bring us to the top of the 4th inning. That's going to be brought to you by
Little Apple Dent Repair. Little Apple Dent Repair is a locally owned small business specializing in paintless dent repair, servicing the Manhattan, Kansas area. With over 40 years of combined experience in paintless dent repair, Little Apple Dent Repair is quick and economical while also being high quality. They don't conceal dents by filling them with plastic and painting over them. They remove dents and dings the right way, even within a single business day. Paintless dent repair with Little Apple Dent Repair is faster, more affordable, and results in higher quality repair than the traditional methods. Located at 8865 East Highway 24 in Manhattan, Kansas, or give them a call at 785-410-9665. This break in the action is also going to be brought to you by Rampage Academy. Rampage Academy is a proud sponsor of the Rock Creek Mustangs. Rampage Academy is devoted to the mission of providing all-in-one services to both athletes and adults. From strength, agility, and quickness courses, mental fortitude courses, nutrition, education, and position-specific clinics for athletes, all located in the St. George, Kansas area. Whether you want to be in the best shape of your life or become the best of your sport, be sure to check out www.rampage-academy.com today. Go Mustangs.
Hunter Lothan, the batter for the Panthers. That's going to be a shot to DeBita right on the line, up with it on the backhand, over to Vendeska, coming across the baseline, getting the out at first. Good play on both ends of that. DeBita on the backhand, Vendeska coming across the line, holding the bag, getting the out. Jasper Logan, the pitcher now for the Panthers, stepping in 0 for 1 in today's game. Got a little taste of his own medicine there, but didn't quite get the strike. Breaking ball just inside. Ball 1. That breaking ball not quite going down for Sieben. 2 balls, no strikes. See the screen bounce around just a little bit. Wind blowing at a pretty steady pace here in Salina, pushing our cameras around a little bit out there in center field. Take some Dramamine or pinch your wrist, you'll be just fine. 2 balls, 1 strike. Good breaking ball. That's going to get past DeBita right on the line. Logan being held to a single. Good job there by Prakash getting over to the ball, getting it in. Hard ground ball, single to the left side. Second baseman Jace Curley now coming up bat 0 for 1 in today's game. Cooper Sieben sitting at 38 pitches. Middle infield set to double play depth. That's going to be a line drive out the right field. That's going to get down in front of Riker Zeller. He's up with it quickly, getting it back in. Panthers in business here in the top of the 4th. Logan, your runner at second. Curley at first for the Panthers. Troutman in the box. Calling timeout. Pitch across for a strike. Mustang defense kind of straight up with McCarn playing a little bit second base depth, trying to keep the runner there. That ball's hit right back up the middle. Craneville charging. He's got to play at the plate. He's coming home with it. Becker's over his head. He's going to score. That's going to allow Troutman to move over to second base on the throw. Good attempt there by Craneville. Just sailed the throw over Becker's head. But Logan is going to score from second base. Curley moved over to third on the throw. Troutman moving down to second base on the same throw. So Troutman with the RBI single. Still just one out here for the Panthers in the top of the fourth. Curley, your runner at third. Troutman, your runner at second. Good move there. They got him. Close play there at second base. Good move by Sieben. Caught Troutman leaning the wrong way. He knew it as soon as he got tagged. Big play there for the Mustangs. That changes the dynamic of this game right now. Not sure where that missed. Mustang faithful wondered as well. Not sure where that missed either. Two good pitches by Sieben. It's all right, got to take a breath. Just come back now. 2 balls, no strikes. Just get the batter. It's going to be a ground ball over to McCarn. Up with it easy to Vendeska for the out. So Panthers scratch one across. But a good pickoff play. Saved a run right there. And finally getting the third out for the Mustangs. Coming up here in the bottom of the fourth, going to be brought to you by
Stoneworks Signs. Stoneworks Signs is an American-owned company providing quality engraved stone signs, posts, memorials, and stone decor for your home or commercial location. With native Kansas limestone combined with fade-resistant, long-lasting monument-grade paints, your Stoneworks Signs will look as good as the day you got it for many years to come. See Stoneworks Signs' large collection of officially licensed collegiate stones, including Kansas State University and the Vintage Wabash Collection. Visit their website at stoneworkssigns.com. That's STONEWORX signs.com, or call 785-587-0010. This break of the action is also brought to you by Faith Furniture. Faith Furniture, serving Manhattan and the surrounding area since 1952. Faith Furniture takes pride in the value, selection, knowledge, and family experience they share with all of their customers. If you're looking for a full arrangement of quality name brand furniture for your living room, dining room, bedroom, or office, Faith Furniture has what you're looking for. With a full lineup of furniture and mattresses in stock or for pickup or delivery, stop by today and save at Faith Furniture, located at 302 East Points Avenue in Manhattan, Kansas. See them this weekend for their big Memorial Day sale. When it comes to buying new furniture, you've got to have faith.
Back here at Dean Evans Stadium in Salina, Kansas, Backroads Broadcasting. I'm Judd McCormick here. Stepping into the box for the Mustangs, going to be shortstop Peter Martini. 1-for-1 in the game. Panthers scratch across another run in the top of the fourth. Mustang defense prevailed. Getting a good pickoff on second base by Cooper Sieben, and then getting the ground out to end the inning. Logan, a pitcher for the Panthers, quickly down 3-0 to Martini. Take all the way there by Martini. Three balls, one strike to Martini. Going to get the inside corner there. Martini having to fight off that same pitch. Not what he was looking for, but good recognition right there, just trying to stay alive. Maybe curveball right here. Tough pitch to take, but we'll take it. Ball four. That'll bring up number 7, left fielder Hunter Procish for the Mustangs. 0-for-1 in the game. No outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Throw down to first base. Martini back in plenty of time. Martini, good speed on the base path. Procish squaring up the bunt. Pops that one back out to the right side. Third base for Paola, Hunter Lotham's charging hard from the third side. It's the closest one to the ball, even though it was by the Panther dugout. The ball missing high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Kind of game we expected today. Again, in the semifinals of the state playoffs, teams are pretty evenly matched. 2 can get the clutch hitter, clutch plays. 3 balls, 1 strike. Again, Lotham there for Panthers, charging hard on third base side. Almost wonder if it's time we talked about it earlier. Show bunt, pull back, just try to slap it to the left side. That's going to be ball 4. That'll roll it around to the top of the lineup. Third base for the Mustangs, Donovan DeBita. 2 for 2 in the game. That's why he's your leadoff hitter. Ground ball up the middle at his first at bat, and a double to left field in his last. Good speed on the bases for the Mustangs here at the bottom of the order. Martini and Prakash, both with good speed. Leadoff batter DeBita also with good speed. Squares the bunt, puts down a beauty on the right side. Close play at first base, bang, bang play. One of those that I don't think you could really argue either way. He calls it safe. You have to accept it, calls him out, have to accept it. But gets the sack bunt down. Just missed getting to first place. First base. Good job there on the bunt to DeBita. One out here for the Mustangs. Riker Zeller, your batter. Martini now at third. Prakash at second. Trying to scratch across a couple more runs here. Halfway through this contest. Line drive. That's going to get 1 in. Good job by Zeller there. Line drive single to right field. Going to score Martini from third. That let Prakash move over to third base. Still with just 1 out here for the Mustangs. That'll bring up Drew Becker, the catcher for the Mustangs. Looking to get a base hit here, put a crooked number on the board here in the 4th. Move over to like a fake move to third and attempt to go to first. There's questions on whether or not be actually an illegal move now in Major League Baseball. You can't fake to one base and throw to another. But no such thing here at the high school level. Long time out here. Mustangs trying to get set on what they want to do. Runners at the corner. Prakash on third, Zeller on first. Drew Becker, your batter. Jasper Logan, still your pitcher for the Panthers, sitting at about 73 pitches in the contest. First pitch just outside the Becker. Started squaring up to show bunt. Thank you for joining us here on Back Roads Broadcasting. I'm Judd McCormick, bringing you the action all day today. So it's going to be a strike called on Drew showing the bunt. Zeller is going to move down to second base on a defensive indifference. Fake throw back to the pitcher to try to get Prakash coming home. So 2 ducks on the pond here for Becker. Breaking ball has kind of gone away from Logan here this inning. It's a good pitch working for him in the bottom of the third, but struggling with it just a little bit. Whoa, what a super late strike call way outside. That'll make the faithful happy. 2-2. You got to reach across the plate from the left side, and you got to get out of the way from the right side. We'll expect to see that same pitch right here. That's going to be a line drive out the right field. That's going to score at least one. We'll see if Koslow can get that back in. Sieben sending him home. We're going to have a close plate to plate. Just off line. That's going to score Zeller from second base. Becker comes through. Seemed a bit perturbed by the last call. Decided to take it out on the baseball with a line drive to right field. 2 RBI, single line drive to right field for Drew Becker. We're going to have a courtesy runner come in for Becker. That's going to be Palmer Martini. And we're going to see a mound visit from head coach Tony Brummer. So Drew Becker with the clutch line drive to right field, plating 2 for the Mustangs, taking a 6-2 lead here in the bottom of the 4th. Palmer Martini coming into first base, 2-run for Drew Becker. That'll bring up center fielder number 18, Brandon Craneville, 0 for 1 in the contest. Beautiful bunt there by Craneville. Super speed going down the line. Just beat it out. Another bang, bang. I don't know if you could argue one way or the other. I think that play was just as close as the last one that went the other way. But an infield bunt by Craneville. We talked about his speed. He can leg out an infield single. A lot of barking coming from the Paola dugout. Looks like a fan there has just been asked politely to leave the stadium. So, Kansas State High School Activities Association, we believe in good sportsmanship throughout the entire tournament and beyond just the playing season. Good sportsmanship is important even into the school year and throughout the summer. Umpires are going to get together here. I'm not sure what they're going to talk about. I think there was a question. Head coach Tony Brummer came out wanted to get confirmation on the play at first base. Like I said, close bang-bang play. We've had a couple of them over there at first base. Could have gone either way, I thought, on both calls. That will bring up designated hitter number 17, Brock Lubers, 1 for 2 in the game. Excellent speed on the bases for the Mustangs. Martini at second, Craneville at first. Logan still your pitcher for the Panthers. Good stop there by Barnes. Keeping that ball in front, keeping the Mustangs from advancing another 90 feet. Logan pitching from the stretch. Breaking ball. Lubers is going to go right back up the middle. Martinez is going to have to get on his horse to get over to third base. He had to freeze. He is going to be off there at third base and out. Kind of froze there on that hit back up the middle. Troutman, the shortstop for the Panthers, was kind of sneaking in, holding them on. But line drive, single for Lubers. Tough for Martini to make that decision there. Good throw there by Meinig from center field. Foul ball there to your batter, first baseman Dagan Vendeska. So, yeah, tough play for Martini. Hit right back up the middle. Like we said, Troutman for the shortstop was kind of cheating over to the second base side, kind of holding Martini on a little bit. Had to make sure it got through. Meinig in center field came in strongly. One hop and made the throw to third. Venduska, that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Meinig getting the hat out of the way, making the catch for the third out. So Mustangs put 3 more on the board to take a 6-2 lead here at the end of the 4th inning. We'll be right back in 60 seconds after a word from our sponsors.
This break in the action is going to be brought to you by Little Apple Dent Repair. Little Apple Dent Repair is a locally owned small business specializing in paintless dent repair, servicing the Manhattan, Kansas area. With over 40 years of combined experience in paintless dent repair, Little Apple Dent Repair is quick and economical while also being high quality. They don't conceal dents by filling them with plastic and painting over them. They remove dents and dings the right way, even within a single business day. Paintless dent repair with Little Apple Dent Repair is faster, more affordable, and results in higher quality repair than the traditional methods. Located at 8865 East Highway 24 in Manhattan, Kansas, give them a call at 785-410-9665. This break in the action is going to also be brought to you by Rampage Academy. Rampage Academy is a proud sponsor of the Rock Creek Mustangs. Rampage Academy is devoted to the mission of providing all-in-one services to both athletes and adults. From strength, agility, and quickness courses, mental fortitude courses, nutrition education, and position-specific clinics for athletes, all located in St. George, Kansas. Whether you want to be in the best shape of your life or become the best of your sport, be sure to check out our website at www.rampage-academy.com today. Go Mustangs!
Martell, the batter for the Panthers. Sieben back on the bump. Foul ball off the leg. 1 ball, 1 strike. To Martell, the designated hitter. Here in the top of the 5th inning, Mustangs with a 6-2 lead over the Paola Panthers. Excuse me, ball 2 to Martell, the batter for the Panthers. Here at Dean Evans Stadium. That's a chopper right. Oh, that took a funny spin and hop from Sieben. He still gets it over there. What I thought was in time, but actually going to call him safe. That should quiet the Panther crowd down. They got one back right there. Call that an infield single. What a funny spin that took and a bounce in front of Cooper Sieben. Looked like it was going to be an easy play and absolutely just spun away from him. I think there was some side spin on it. We're going to have a pinch runner come in for Martell. That's going to be number 6, Reese Hauser. Batter for the Panthers is going to be number 12, David Mercer, the left fielder. 0 for 1 in the game. So, yeah, ball with a funny spin, bounced right in front of Cooper Sieben and took a sharp turn. One ball. Not going to say anything about that pitch. Going to be a timeout on the field. I would say there's calls from both sides that have left some question marks in the fans' minds. That's part of the game. It's easier to say that from here than when I was a parent, I can tell you. 1-1's your count to Mercer, the batter for the Panthers. We have another timeout here. Didn't see who called that, but Hauser is your pinch runner on first base for the Panthers. Mercer, your batter. That ball is going to get away from Becker. Hauser's going to advance to second base. on the wild pitch. No outs here in the top of the fifth for the Panthers. Mustangs trying to shut it down right now, preserve that 6-2 lead. That breaking ball came out of the hand completely wrong for Sieben. 3 balls, 1 strike. The ball fouled back to the right side and out of play. Full count now for Mercer here in the first semifinal, day 2 for a state championships. Mercer really in the front of that box, toes right on the line. Could throw a fastball right at his knee and barely miss him and get a strike. That's going to be a ground ball. Charging on it's going to be McCarn. He bobbles it. That's going to be an error. That's going to allow Hauser to move over to third base. And that's going to have a dugout. Mound visit from head coach. We're going to have a pitching change right here. Looks like Riker Zeller might be getting a call here to come in. So Cooper Sieben finishing up the afternoon at 54 pitches. And it looks like Riker Zeller is going to come in to pitch from right field. See what other moves the Mustangs will make right here. Got a little mood music while we're trying to figure out exactly how we're getting set here. Looks like Mustangs are switching up their play cards as well. We may see number 12, Peyton McCarn, coming in at second base. So Peyton McCarn coming into second base for Casey McCarn. Riker Zeller moving from right field to pitcher. Mac Lee going to be moving to right field. So Riker Zeller moving from right field to pitcher. Mac Lee coming into right field for Riker Zeller. He's going to be in that flex position with Brock Luber still as a designated hitter. And then Peyton McCarn coming in to second base for Casey McCarn. So changes here for the Mustangs. No outs here in the top of the fifth inning. Runners on the corners for the Panthers. They're back to their leadoff hitter, number 16, center fielder, Xander Meinig. Panthers trying to get back into it right here in the top of the fifth. Breaking ball over there for a strike. Probably not the first pitch you'd expect to see out of a relief pitcher coming in from the outfield. But Zeller quick to get warmed up. Breaking ball, first pitch strike. That ball missing just on the outside, 1-1. Got a good look here from our center field camera. Not quite straight on, but still gives you a pretty good idea of the zone. Meinig in a closed batting stance. Going to pull that to the left side, over to second base. That's going to be a throwing error by DeBita. That's going to sail out to center field. That's going to allow Mercer to move over. So Mustangs with two errors here in the 5th inning. So Panthers putting another one on the board, moving to score 6-3. Still no outs here in the top of the 5th for the Mustangs. Runners still at the corners. Mercer at third, Meinig at first. Number 2 batter is going to be right fielder Blake Koslow. Mustang defense in double play depth in the middle. I think right now just take your out where you can get it. DeBita with a long throw there to try to start that double play, at least get the lead runner, knowing that a runner was going to score on that. He had to go a full 90 feet off the line. So 2 errors in the inning for the Mustangs. Two errors and a funny hop. Otherwise, Mustangs could have had 3 outs and been out of it without a run scored. But that's why we play the game of baseball. Going to be a called strike on the pitch. Meidig's going to get down. Yeah, it's so long delayed strike. 1-1's your count. Meinig on the stolen base. 2 runners in scoring position now. Zeller with the move to second. Meinig back in there safely. 1-1 to your Panther batter, Koslow. 0 for 2 so far in the contest. That pitch just a bit inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Mustangs desperate for an out right now. Tying run at the plate. Throw over to third. Mercer back in time. So again, changes for the Mustangs. Mac Lee out in right field. Riker Zeller, your pitcher. Peyton McCarn now in at second base. Timeout going to be called by the batter in the box, Koslow. Panthers putting one across the board here in the top of the 5th. No outs, 2 more in the scoring position. A pitch just inside. 3 balls, 1 strike. Long look in there by Zeller. Needs a strike right here. And he's going to miss high. Ball 4. I have ball 4. Like the umpire lost his count. So bases loaded. We'll see if the Mustangs bring in the infield or if they'll concede a run for a double play opportunity. That's going to bring up the third baseman, number 3, Hunter Lothan. Mustangs are going to stay at double play depth with the middle infield. Gonna be a swing and a miss. Mustangs could use a strikeout right here or hard ground ball right at somebody for an easy play home. It's going to be a ball. Zone maybe being squeezed just a little bit here late in the contest. 1-1's your count to Lothan. Paola Panthers, the 5 seed here in the 4A state tournament. That's going to be a line drive right up the middle. That's going to score at least one. Craneville up with it. He's coming home with it. He's got a plate to plate. That's going to score 2. That ball is going to get knocked out. There's going to be play over to 3. That's going to allow the runner to advance to third base. So Meinig scored on the throw. Koslow moving from second to third on the same throw. 6-5 lead now for the Mustangs. Panthers have played at 3 here in the 5th. Koslow, your runner at third. Lothan, your runner at first. Still no outs for the Mustangs for the pitcher, Jasper Logan. Logan with a hard ground ball right down the left field line in his last at bat. Tying run 90 feet away for the Panthers. So Riker Zeller needs to settle in here. Focus on making the pitch. That ball fouled back, out of play. 1-1's your count. Fastball on the outside edge. Strike. So Mustangs had to go to the bullpen here in the 5th. Riker Zeller now on the mound. 3 errors on the game, 2 in the inning for the Mustangs. That ball fouled back just out of play on the right side. Again, foul territories are big here, but wind was really a factor on that one, pushing that ball out of play. You can see the flag there in center field blowing hard. Left to right. Pretty steady breeze at 15 to 20 knots. Good day for sailing. Nice pitch there. Apparently not nice enough. 2-2. A lot of question marks now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs here in the top of the 5th. Curveball in there. Finally got that curveball working for him. Jasper Logan been throwing a curveball like that a lot, getting some calls. Riker Zeller getting one right there on a called strike 3. Picking up the Mustangs' first out. Love a ground ball double play right here if they could get it. Coming up to bat is going to be the second baseman, number 1, Jace Curley. 1 for 2 in the contest. Careful here, had a line drive out to right field in his last at bat. Mac Lee playing pretty deep out there and right. There's your ground ball to McCarn. Martini at 1, over to Vendeska at 2. They get the double play and get out of it with the lead. But damage was kind of done there. 3 runs off of 2 Mustang errors, but they get the tailor-made 4-6-3 double play to end the top of the 5th inning. We're going to be right back in 60 seconds here in the bottom of the 5th with the Mustangs.
This break in action is brought to you by Rampage Academy. Rampage Academy is a proud sponsor of the Rock Creek Mustangs. Rampage Academy is devoted to the mission of providing all-in-one services to both athletes and adults. from strength, agility, and quickness courses, mental fortitude courses, nutrition, education, and position-specific clinics for athletes, all located in St. George, Kansas. Whether you want to be in the best shape of your life or become the best at your sport, be sure to check out our website, www.rampage-academy.com today. Go Mustangs! That's it.
Oh, yeah. Should we do the 5th inning stretch? We got her going today. See if that's it. We'll go raspy jazz man.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back. Oh, let's root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Had to do it, folks. So Peyton McCarn, new second baseman, will be your batter here, leading off the bottom of the 5th inning. Mustangs want to put a couple more insurance runs back on the board, clinging to a 1-0 lead. Called strike there on the breaking ball. That one just misses on the inside. 1-1's your count. That ball low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Every once in a while, I say something that gives myself the giggles. Just caught it right there. Thanks for sticking with me, folks. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bottom of the 5th inning. Mustangs clinging to a 6-5 lead. New second baseman Peyton McCarn, your batter. Three balls, 1 strike. Good hitter's count right here to McCarn. I think you got to be looking for inside fastball right here. Looking for the right pitch. Just in the wrong spot. McCarn hit by pitch, taking his base. If you're going to get hit, we talked about it before, it's always the best spot to get hit. Fastball doesn't feel very good, but better in the center of the back, and that's going to have a coaching visit here out to the mound. Jasper Logan sitting at unofficially around 88 pitches in the game. So long visit here on the mound. Again, Jasper Logan unofficially at around 88 pitches on the day. Just want to settle him in, kind of get back in his groove. Curveball was working for him really, really well through the first 3. Kind of went away from him a little bit in the 4th. Missing just a little bit here in the 5th. Trying to get that back. McCarn's going to be your runner at first base. Shortstop Peter Martinez now your batter. He's 1 for 1 in the game. Trying to stay out of the double play. Lays down a beautiful bunt. That's going to get McCarn over to second base. So Martini with the good sac bunt. Advancing to McCarn over to second base. That'll bring up left fielder number 7, Hunter Procish. I'll go ahead and call him yesterday's hero, getting the Mustang offense started with the leadoff double in the 3rd inning to get the Mustangs offense on the board. Nice gap in the right center field right now. Right fielder sneaking in on Procish. Wind blowing out to the right. We'll wait just a second. And yes, that's going to stay a ball. (1-0) your count here in the bottom of the 5th. McCarn, your runner at second base. That's going to be a line drive out into that gap I just talked about. Right fielder Koslow is going to get over to it quickly. He's going to get it back in. Good job by Koslow getting it in. Good hold there by head coach Shane Sieben on McCarn, but Prakash doing what he does, finding the gap and getting on base. So Koslow pretty well positioned right there, was sneaking in, but we talked about a big gap there in right field. That's going to allow Prakash to get on with a single. McCarn now your runner at third. Runners at the corners for the Mustangs. Leadoff hitter Donovan DeBita is your batter. Panthers getting their defensive set. Looks like we're going to go with a double play depth for the middle infield. First baseman Calc sneaking in just a little bit, as is Lothan. They're both on the infield, one step on the infield grass. So corners in, midfield, double play. They're going to go ahead and do the psych out throwdown. But McCarn's going nowhere. Prakash is going to be down there. I'm going to give him a stolen base on it. They threw it. Good enough for me. Two runners in scoring position. That's going to bring the infield in for the Panthers now. All four infielders step under the infield grass. McCarn at third, Prakash at second. DeBita your batter with a 1-0 count. That ball fouled up to the right side. Going to be a tough play over there, and that's going to get down. Luckily, new life for DeBita. So we're going to have a 1-1 count, one out here for the number one batter who wears number one, Unos. Just looking for something to the outfield, score one or two here for the Mustangs. Good job by DeBita to see that breaking ball, not take it, but fouled it back. Good protect mode right there. Mustangs had a 4-2 lead going into the fifth inning. Panthers put up 3 in the top of the fifth. Mustangs trying to answer back with a few of their own. That ball low outside, 2-2's your count. Another good foul ball there by DeBita. Curveball's been working good for Jasper Logan again here in the bottom of the fifth. DeBita fought off two really good pitches there. Probably would have rung him up. DeBita in protect mode with 2 strikes. That one just grazing him. So that's going to load the bases up for Riker Zeller. Barnes, the catcher for the Panthers, trying to get his defensive set. They're going to go ahead and back the middle infield, back up into double play depth. Corners in. Outfield straight up mid for Riker Zeller, who's 1 for 2 in the game with a line drive to right center field. Curveball outside, not getting crossed. Approaching 100 pitches here for Jasper Logan. This is definitely going to probably be his last inning. Definitely, probably. In there for a strike. One and one your count to Zeller. Good hold right there. 2 balls, 1 strike. Good hitters count. Right on the outside edge. Good pitch there by Logan. 2-2 is your count to Zeller. Started the game in right field. Took over duties on the pitcher's mound in the fifth. Got to be in protect mode right here. Line drive just over the second baseman's head. That's going to score 1, but Prakash had to hold up at 2. Couldn't get the jump he wanted. That was a close play at second. Good heads-up play by Prakash. Want to make sure it gets through. But another line drive by Zeller, scoring 1 on the play. Again, Prakash had to hold up at second base, make sure that ball got through. So other than that, he probably had a chance to score from second. That's going to be the end of the day. Pitch 103 for Jasper Logan. So we'll see what kind of move they make here for the Panthers. So Jasper Logan, 4 1/3, 103 pitches, 60 of them for strikes. He had 10 hits, gave up 7 runs, all of them earned, 2 balls, or 2 walks, 3 strikeouts for that junior pitcher. Coming in for the Panthers, looks like it's going to be second baseman number 1, Curley, moving over to pitch. And see if we can get a number there. Switch to the outfield camera, maybe we could see. Wait for the PA announcer here to see. We have a new second baseman coming in. I think it's going to be number 6, Reese Hauser. So Reese Hauser was a designated hitter. I believe he's going to be the new second baseman. And we'll see if Jasper Logan stays in to hit in his next time up to bat. But as of right now, it looks like number 1, Curley's moving from second base to the pitcher's mound. Designated hitter Hauser is going to come into the field and play second base. Bases loaded for the Mustangs here with just 1 out. Prakash at third, DeBeat at second, Zeller at first. Good speed on the bases for the Mustangs for the catcher Drew Becker. 1 for 2 in the game with a hit by pitch and an RBI single in his last at bat. So again, new pitcher, Jace Curley. Right-hander for the Panthers. On the bump, getting ready to throw pitch number 1. Timeout there, taken by Drew Becker. Want to make sure that Curley is on the same page on the call. First pitch, breaking ball, strike. Just like Riker Zeller, his first pitch reliever, breaking ball, strike, as is Curley. Comes back with a fastball. Becker in, out swing, fought it off to left field. Mercer's under it. We got a tag by Prakash at third. He's going to be in there safe. And Prakash is going to be in there. Sac fly for Drew Becker out to left field. Allowing Prakash to score from third. DeBeat moves over to third base from second. They are going to challenge that. He's safe. Zeller halfway down the line from first, trying to coax a throw, but back in. So runners at the corners now for the Mustangs, 2 outs. Put a couple more on the board, extending their lead back out to 3 runs, 8-5. Brandon Craneville is going to be your batter, 1 for 2. Legged out an infield single bunt. His last at bat. Got a ground ball right to the shortstop Troutman, who was coming over. Craneville still almost beat out the play. Close one. We talked about his speed earlier and being able to beat out an infield single. He just missed it right there. But that's going to be the third out of the inning. But Mustangs put 2 more back on the board, get that lead back out to at least 3 runs. We'll be back here in 60 seconds with the top of the 6th inning after a word from our sponsors.
This break in action is brought to you by Jennifer Hill with Realtor Prestige Realty. Excuse me, this is brought to you by Realtor Jennifer Hill with Prestige Realty. Are you looking for a new home for your expanding family, your first starter home, or even your forever home? If you are, then you probably have some questions. Jennifer Hill with Prestige Realty has the answers you're looking for. Thinking about selling your home and don't know where to start? Jennifer Hill should be your first call at 785-456-4068. With over 10 years of mortgage and real estate experience, Jennifer Hill can make your first, next, or last move to the home of your dreams. Life is stressful enough. Contact Jennifer Hill at 785-456-4068 and take the stress out of buying or selling your home. Jennifer Hill with Prestige Realty, 785-456-4068. This break in action is also brought to you by Little Apple Dent Repair. Little Apple Dent Repair is a locally owned small business specializing in paintless dent repair with servicing the Manhattan, Kansas area. With over 40 years of combined experience in paintless dent repair, Little Apple Dent Repair is quick and economical while also being high quality. They don't conceal dents by filling them with plastic and painting over them. They remove dents and dings the right way, even within a single business day. Paintless dent repair with Little Apple Dent Repair is faster, more affordable, and results in higher quality repair than the traditional methods. Located at 8865 East Highway 24 in Manhattan, Kansas, give them a call at 785-410-9665.
Here in the top of the 6th inning for the Panthers, it's going to be the shortstop, number 4, Troutman, leading it off. First pitch, strike. Mustangs put up 2 runs in the bottom of the 5th, taking back an 8-5 lead. That curveball chopper back to Riker. Zeller at the mound, over to Vendeska for the out. One away here in the 6th for the Mustangs. Winner punches their ticket to the championship game later today. Mustangs have put up runs. 2 runs in the first, 1 in the second, 3 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth. That ball fouled off to the left side. Panthers put up 1 in the top of the first, 1 in the top of the fourth. Put up 3 in the top of the fifth to make it a 1-run game for the Mustangs. Answered back with 2 more of their own, putting it back out to a 3-run lead. Nice pitch there, just missing. 1-1 the count. To the catcher, Roman Barnes, 0 for 2 in today's contest. That pitch just inside, 2-1. Nice breaking ball pitch. Words escape me. 3-1 your count. Nice fastball right downtown. Called strike. Full count now to Roman Barnes, the catcher for the Paola Panthers. Zeller sitting at just 26 pitches through 1 1/3 inning. That's going to be a ground ball over to McCarn at second. Up with it over to Vendeska. That's going to be out number 2. So we always talk about it, you know, as long as they're consistent behind the plate, that's all that really matters. Where it gets struggle is when it's consistently inconsistent. Kind of hard to judge at this point in time, but Mustangs with an 8-5 lead, trying to get through the 6th inning here. Curveball over there for a strike to the new second baseman, Reese Hauser. Hauser started the game as a designated hitter, moved over to second in the bottom of the 5th. Going to be strike 2 there to Hauser. Zeller stepping off Rubber right there. Catch your breath. Make sure you find the pitch you want to throw right here. You're ahead in the count with 2 outs. Want to get out of it. One ball, 2 strikes. It's going to be a ground ball in the gap. McCarn just can't quite get to it. We're going to call that a infield single. Kind of caught right there. Vendeska didn't want to go too far, range it to his right. McCarn was already kind of playing back up the middle just a little bit more. But Hauser's going to end up with the single here with 2 outs in the top of the 6th. That's going to bring up the number 9 batter, left fielder, number 12, David Mercer. This Panther team, pretty young team, only 2 seniors on the team. 4th straight trip to the 4A state championships. Looks like they are geared up for another run even next year. That first pitch of ball. Ball fouled off to the right side, out of play. 1-1's your count. Hauser, your runner for the Panthers at first base. Riker Zeller, your pitcher. Drew Becker still your catcher there for the Mustangs. Mac Lee came into right field for Zeller. Peyton McCarn came into second for Casey McCarn. It's going to be a soft liner back to Zeller. He's going to easily make the catch and then double check it. Yeah, I want to make the catch. And so Mustangs get out of that, giving up none there in that inning. We'll be back here in 60 seconds for the bottom half of the 6th inning in your Mustang batting lineup.
This breaking action is brought to you by Taussig Landscape. Taussig Landscape specializes in high-quality landscape, irrigation installations, and much more. Their team of experienced professionals specialize in all aspects of landscaping. Whatever your landscaping needs are, large or small, Taussig Landscape is there to help. Contact them today at 785-564-1727 to schedule a free consultation and start transforming your outdoor space into the oasis of your dreams. You can visit their website at www.taussiglandscape.com for a full list of products and services. Located at 4245 Appleyard Road, Taussig Landscape, enriching lives through the outdoors. This break in the action is also going to be brought to you by AP Graphics. Finding the right teammate is critically important for your business. Those teammates take a load off your plate and make you and your business look that much better. One of those teammates is AP Graphics, formerly known as Advanced Promotions. The best screen printing and embroidery around. Polos, tees, uniforms, hats, and that's just the beginning. AP Graphics is that clutch teammate for so many reasons. Ask AP Graphics about hosting an online store for your team or business. AP Graphics, formerly known Advanced Promotions, online at shopap.net or call 785-494-8282. AP Graphics.
Back here in the bottom of the 6th inning, Brock Lubers, their designated hitter, is going to be leading it off for the Mustangs. 2 for 3 in the game. That first pitch just inside on the ball. Swing and a miss there. One on one your count to Brock Lubers. Mustangs would love to scratch across a couple more insurance runs here in the bottom of the 6th. Try to close this game out in the top of the 7th. Possible foul tip, doesn't matter. Strike 2, 2-2 your count to Brock Lubers. Wind still blowing hard, probably blowing all day left to right. Ooh, we're going to take a little second there. Let catcher Barnes catch his breath. One hopper off the ground. And Barnes is down hard. We're going to let the coaches take a look at him. We're going to step away here just for a second. And we'll be back. Check here in just a little bit.
While we check on that athlete, we're going to bring up Roach Media Group. Roach Media Group, where media work is their true passion and their primary focus. Located in St. George, Kansas, they are your local, friendly, professional photographer with an assortment of packages available for professional headshots, family and senior portraits, engagements, and weddings. Providing high-resolution image files or prints taken on location or in their studio, Roach Media Group also can provide professional edits. If you're a realtor, Roach Media Group is your local area expert in real estate photography and videography. Ask about the drone and 360 view camera tours when you reach out to them today at roachmediagroup.com or call 785-979-0527. This is also brought to you by Liming Productions and LP Studios. Founded in 2020, Liming Productions specializes in wedding videography, event videography, and working with corporations and small businesses to create digital media products. Based out of Manhattan, Kansas, they are willing to travel to wherever you need them. Let Liming Productions capture all of your special moments and compile the story that you'll want to watch over and over. See their services and highlights at facebook.com/Liming Productions. If you're looking for a studio space for photography, videography, or any other potential product, contact LP Studios today at 785-236-0535. Liming Productions, capturing stories for life.
And we are back here in the bottom of the 6th. Everybody checks out okay. Back in action. Was a full count, kind of delayed there. Tough stop or spot for Curley, the pitcher, to be in. Have to come back in after sitting out there for a few minutes with a full count. And then that's going to be ball 4 to Lubers. We're going to have a pinch runner come in for Lubers. That's going to be number 4, Aiden McKinney. Yeah, it looks like Jasper Logan stayed in the game at first base. And again, tough spot for Curley there. Catcher going down, getting hurt. He's kind of sitting out there, trying to stay loose, but not able to throw the ball. Has to come back. Throws ball 4, now hit by pitch to Venduska. That's going to bring up second baseman, number 12, Peyton McCarn. No outs here for the Mustangs. McKinley, your runner at second. Venduska at first. That ball sailed a little bit high. Good job by McCarn to get his bat down out of there so he doesn't foul one off. It's the most embarrassing thing in the world to have a pitch go behind you and hit the bat, get a foul ball. Maybe not the most embarrassing thing in the world, but and we're going to take a quick break, just go out there, talk to Jace Curley, make sure that they are on the same page with the pitch sequences and the signals from the catcher with McKinney out there at second base. Catcher still trying to catch his breath, so to speak. 2 balls, no strikes. We're here in the bottom of the 6th inning. First semifinal game, Rock Creek Mustangs against Paola Panthers here on Backroads Broadcasting. Again, I'm Judd McCormick. Thanks for joining us here. Mustangs trying to put this one away, currently with an 8-5 lead. 2 runners on, no outs. McCarn squares up the bunt, pulls it back. 3 balls, no strikes. Definitely a change in the atmosphere of the stadium when Panther catcher got hit by that ball. It skipped. He was down, hurting, but stayed in the game. 3 balls, 1 strike to McCarn. He puts down the bunt. It's a good bunt. Logan come in from first base. He's going to make the throw over there. That was a close play of keeping the feet actually on the bag there by Hauser, but they're going to call that an out. So McCarn laying down the sack bunt, going to advance the runners over to second and third. Here just one away in the bottom of the 6th with the shortstop, number 2, Peter Martini, coming to bat. Martini 1 for 1 in the game with a walk and a sacrifice. Now he's got runners in scoring position. Suicide bunt squeeze. That's going to score a run. What a beautiful play. Coming around and scored all the way from second base. Oh my gosh, what a play. Suicide squeeze by Martini. Scoring McKinley from third base. Vendeska was coming around hard the whole time. He slides in there right behind McKinley. Safe. Mustangs putting up 2 on the beautiful bunt by Martini. 2 RBIs on a sac bunt. I'm not sure I've seen that in my few years of playing or spectating, to have a runner score from second base on the bunt. So good heads-up running, design play all the way for the Mustangs. Vendeska basically was going for it all. He had the green light from head coach Shane Sieben over there in the third base. Trust your coach. And he got the job done. 10-5 Mustangs here. Big drive, foul by Prakash to the left side. Again, what a play by the Mustangs there. Martini laying down what I thought was just going to be a regular bunt. Turned into a squeeze. Scored 2 off of it. 1 ball, 2 strikes to your number 9 batter for the Mustangs. Number 7, left fielder Hunter Prakash. 1 for 2 in the game. And drop third strike. It's going to be a throw down and the out at first. So Mustangs put up 2 in the bottom of the 6th on the squeeze bunt by Martini that scored 2. We will be back here in 60 seconds with the top of the 7th inning. Mustangs trying to close out this first semifinal game against the Panthers. Stay right here with us, folks.
This breaking action is going to be brought to you by the Garden Center by Tossic Landscape. The Garden Center by Tossic Landscape is your source for tools, soil, fertilizer, pest control, seeds, plants, flowers, trees, and shrubs. The Garden Center by Tossic Landscape has what you're looking for on site for that one-stop shopping experience. With helpful, friendly, and knowledgeable staff on hand to answer any question you may have about your landscape or garden project. Visit them today at 4245 Appleyard Road, and be sure to follow their Facebook page for up-to-date information about hours of operations, current sales, and Garden Center events. The Garden Center by Tossic Landscape, enriching lives through the outdoors. This break in action is also going to be brought to you by Shortstop. Shortstop, offering the convenience that you need and the service that you deserve. You'll find a friendly employee ready to serve you every time you walk through the door. Shortstop, with over 90 years in the industry, always has daily food and drink specials with the highest quality fuel at each of their 18 locations throughout Kansas, including Riley, Manhattan, Wamego, Manhattan, St. Mary's, and Westmoreland. Stop in and visit them today for an exceptional service and daily specials available at all of their locations. No matter where you're going or how long it takes to get there, you'll always have time for a Shortstop.
Yeah, that one's on me. Cody Liming is the embodiment of Ron Burgundy. He will read whatever is put in front of him, and so occasionally I will put stuff there just to see if he catches it, and he never does. Number 16 leadoff batter, Xander Meinig for the Panthers. That's going to be a first pitch strike. Riker Zeller back on the bump for the Mustangs, trying to close this one out. Got a 5-run lead here in the top of the 7th. That's going to be a ground ball to Martini, up with it. Good throw over to Vendeska in time for the speedy center fielder Meinig down the line. Yeah, there was contact at first base, but Mendeska had to go up high. Meinig was basically just trying to make sure he didn't run into him. I always question whether or not high school baseball should have a safety bag like softball. Drive out to left field. That's going to be trouble out there for Prakash, but he sees it. The wind holds it up just enough. Good break by Prakash. Read the ball well off the bat. I thought that was going to be trouble. He was playing about straight up in the middle, and that was a drive down the left side about 300 feet. But Prakash tracking it down, making the play and the catch on the run. Fantastic play out there by Prakash. 2 down here. Mustangs need 1 more to advance to the state final. Lothan, the third baseman, is your batter. Just missing there with the ball. Folks, if you're watching on the Backroads Broadcasting YouTube channel or Facebook page, stay tuned. We're going to actually have the Pratt Greenbacks taking on the Abilene Cowboys after this, but that call is going to be brought to you by Cody Eastus of Eastus Media and My Country 98.3. Got it right. Good partnership that we have going on with the good guys from Pratt yesterday and today. Had a lot of fun last night working with them. That ball just catching the corner, waiting for the call strike. Don't want to make the call for him. 1 ball, 2 strike. Lothan down to the last strike here for the Panthers in the semifinal game. That's going to be just a bit outside. Tough one to take. 2-2 is your count. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Riker Zeller trying to close it out for the Mustangs. Swing and a miss. There you have it, folks. The Rock Creek Mustangs winning the first semifinal of the day over the Paola Panthers, 10-5, sending the Panthers to the consolation game for yet a 4th year in a row. Panthers, good game, good season. They will be playing later on today for 3rd place. We'll be waiting to see who their opponent is with today's coming up next game, the Pratt Greenbacks against the Abilene Cowboys. But your Rock Creek Mustangs with a 10-5 victory over the Paola Panthers. They will be in the championship game. We will have that right here on Backroads Broadcasting later today. Congratulations to the Rock Creek Mustangs making it back to the state championship as the 1 seed. They'll be sitting around waiting to see who wins the next game between the Pratt Greenback and the Abilene Cowboys. Stay right here with us on Backroads Broadcasting YouTube and Facebook channel. We'll be broadcasting that game with a better set of announcers than what you got for game 1. I guarantee you. Cody's laughing, but he's going to be coming to you real soon. Thank you, everybody, for staying tuned. We will be here for the next game, and we will be back definitely for the championship game with the Rock Creek Mustangs. Thank you, everybody, for staying in there. Again, I'm Judd McCormick. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back in a little bit, and we will BRB.